I'm gonna show you how to feed your family for under $10 a meal. Let's get cooking, y'all. Hey friends, welcome back to this week's video. This one is special. It's not something I've never done before, but I actually loved it. So I challenged myself to stay within a $50 budget for the week and did, is it 5 or 6 meals? They're all under $10. So let's get right on into cooking and see what I come up with. Come on y'all, let's go. All right, so first budget supper of the week is gonna be spaghetti and garlic bread. So this always feeds a lot and you always have leftovers, which also helps the budget out as well. So I just have some spaghetti sauce of your choice. I'm using the Prego roasted garlic and herb, the petite diced tomatoes. I always keep this in my prepper pantry as well. And then some tomato paste, and of course the store brand of the half length, the thin spaghetti. And then I always have this as well. This is beef bouillon, and then 1 packet of the thick and zesty spaghetti mix, and of course whatever ground beef you have on hand. I got this on markdown for $4.25. So I'm going to go ahead and get this meal prepared, but I'll have the prices right here on your screen so you can see how much this meal is going to cost. And then, like I said, I feed a family of 4, so I'll have the price per plate here as well. To start out, we're just going to season our ground beef and get that all browned up. I'm using Badia Complete and the black garlic from Badia as well. We're just going to let that brown all up nicely, and then we'll start adding in everything. I'm just going to put a couple tablespoons of that beef bouillon in there just to give it a little bit of extra zip. 1 can of tomato paste, and then we're going to stir that up, put in our diced tomatoes if you have them. If you don't, you can totally leave them out. That is perfectly fine. Once that's all mixed in, we're going to dump in the zesty spaghetti mix and then give that another good stir. Then we'll dump in our pasta sauce and give that a good stir yet again. Then we'll add in a pat of some butter, put that lid on it, and just let it simmer on down until it gets all flavorful. Now, once this is simmering and stuff, I did go ahead and cook all of my noodles, and I made my garlic bread as well. I just took some leftover bread that we had and put some garlic butter on top of it. And this is what we had for dinner this night, and it was absolutely delicious. Alright, so budget supper number 2, taco salads or tacos. You can't get much cheaper than this, especially not when you're trying to feed a whole lot of people. So I've got some light red kidney beans, some whole kernel corn, sour cream, and taco sauce there, of course. And then I picked up some taco mix. I just get the name brand. That's how you can really cut down, or the store brand, not the name brand, how you can cut down on the price. And then I already had some shredded cheese in the fridge as well. And then I've got about 2 pounds of ground beef. I found this on sale. It was about about $3 a pound. So I've got $6 right here just in the beef. And then all of this together is going to be right at your $4 mark. So we're right at a $10 supper right here as well. Because you can use this for multiple meals. And like I said, I've already had these 3 items already. So the only thing that I had to buy for this would be these things and then the beef. So let's get to cooking up the supper, and then I'll have the price breakdown right here, or what it is for the total meal and then per person. All right, so first we're just gonna start by browning up our beef. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some nature seasoning in Badia Complete and get that browned, and then I'll bring you back. All right, so to our brown ground beef, we're going to add in both packets of that taco seasoning, then fill both those packets up with some water. That's just a great hack to have, and you don't dirty no more dishes. And then just let that simmer till it's time to make your tacos or your taco salad. All right, y'all, so we got our shredded lettuce, our cheese, our beans, corn, sour cream, taco sauce, tomatoes, and we have our taco meat right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put together these salads, and then y'all will see it here in just a little bit. All right, y'all, so budget supper number 4. We're gonna have pintos and fried taters with sausage. So this is definitely under $10 for a meal. It'd probably only be like a couple dollars a plate, honestly. But I have some just russet taters. I buy it by the 10-pound bag, so I'll divide it up and y'all will see the price here in a little bit. This 3-cheese sausage, it's pretty decently priced as well. I've got a ham hock. They come 2 to 3 to a pack, so that'll be divided up as well. And then I've got these ham beans. It's just the pintos, but it's got a packet of the ham flavor in it. And then I also have 2 packs of this Saison Goya in it, and some grated red onion that I need to use up. It was in the fridge. So we're gonna go ahead and get these beans started, and then later on this evening we will make our fried taters and the sausage together. But that's gonna be supper tonight, and like I said, the price breakdown will be over here. We're gonna add these beans to the pan. I've already looked through them. I didn't find any, like, you know, little stones or anything, and I took out all the ones that looked, you know, not so good. So now we're gonna go ahead and fill it up with 8 cups of water. All right, so we've got our water in the pot. Go ahead and give these a quick stir. And now we're gonna add in our ham hock and our onions. This is gonna give it so much flavor. And then we're also gonna add in our Saison Goya as well. So in goes both packs of them. And we're gonna add in our ham flavoring as well. That way the beans can cook with it. And y'all, I'm not kidding y'all, this is so good. It is probably the best. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that a quick stir around. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, a little bit of Badia Complete, and then of course some pepper. And then we're just gonna put the lid on this, and we're gonna watch it throughout the day, because when you cook beans on the stovetop, you're gonna have to add in more liquid, of course, because the beans are gonna absorb it. So we'll just keep an eye on it, and then I'll bring you back when the beans are done, and we'll start on the taters and everything. You can't beat this meal because it is so quick and easy, and it's completely budget friendly. So let's get the rest of these seasonings put in. So we've got these beans that are pretty much finished cooking now. It's almost 5 o'clock. They've reduced down pretty good, but it's got a little bit of broth left, so that's perfect. I might add a little bit more broth, but I'm not. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll go ahead and add a little bit more water in there, and then kind of let those simmer here while I get the potatoes peeled and get the sausage cut up. All right, y'all, so we've got the potatoes all chopped up. Now in my skillet, I've just got a little bit of butter and some liquid gold, aka bacon grease. It's the best thing ever. So I'm just gonna melt those 2 on down, and then we'll start frying up the sausage just until it gets a little bit of a golden brown color. And this is that cheese, the 3-cheese sausage that I had, I showed y'all previously. So we just like to get it browned up really well. Now I brought this home from Mississippi, but I think they do have a website. So if I can find it, I'll link it below. But once that is browned, I'm just going to take that on out of the skillet, and then all that yummy goodness to fry them taters in is going to be left. So once I get the taters in there, I'm just going to go ahead and season those on up with some salt, pepper, and then of course Badia complete until those get nice and golden brown and crispy. Then we'll add that sausage back in, and then y'all, dinner is going to be ready. All right, y'all, so our taters and sausage are all done. Lost my train of thought there for a second. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting plates ready, but I wanted to show y'all everything. And there's our beans. So I'm gonna go ahead and make us a big old bowl and sit down and have some supper. All right, y'all, so budget supper for tonight is gonna be cheese and chicken quesadillas. So I do have some leftover beans and corn from our salads the other night, so that's another good way of cutting down on cost, is use one thing for a couple different meals if you can. So I just have some great value tortillas, some cheese that I've already, had diced up or shredded up in the fridge. It's about $2 a block, and that can be used for multiple meals. I have some shredded chicken that I cooked and shredded, and then just some sour cream. And like I said, the corn and the beans were left over from the salads the other night. And then we're probably gonna have some salsa and chips on the side, or salsa with our quesadillas. But you all know the drill. The prices will be right here on the side of how much this meal cost and then how much it is per person. All right, so in a buttered skillet, I'm just going to go ahead and get this quesadilla started. I just start by layering some cheese. Then we'll add in our chicken, our corn, and our black beans. Then we'll fold it in half, let it brown on both sides, and then y'all, it's going to be supper, and it was delicious. Definitely give this one a try. All right, y'all, so budget supper to finish off the week is going to be beans and weenies and mac and cheese. So I just have some Bush's baked beans. These were about $2.50 a can. This is about $2.50, so you got $5 right there. And then these run anywhere from $2.50 to $3.50. So I've got about $7. Let's just say $7 to $8 for all name brand stuff that's in this. You could always buy the store brand stuff and make it a lot cheaper. But this is one of our favorite meals. My boys have loved it since they've been little. But we're gonna go ahead and throw this together and get supper on the table. All right, so starting off, we're just gonna cook that mac and cheese on up to box directions. I just add a little salt to that water though. And then in the other pan, I'm just dumping that whole can of the Bush's baked beans. I'm gonna chop these hot dogs up into bite-sized pieces and get those dumped into the pan with the beans. And then I'll season them up with whatever seasonings y'all want to. I do add in a little bit of barbecue sauce as well, but it's figured into the total already. So we'll just let those come to a good old simmer and let those hot dogs get cooked through while I finish up this mac and cheese right here. And I'm gonna tell y'all what, this is like the perfect combination. I don't know what it is about it, but it's so good. Definitely give this a try. But that is it for this week's video, and I truly hope y'all appreciated it, and it gave y'all some ideas for some easy budget meals to feed your family. And I hope you liked all of these, because they were definitely winners in our opinion. These are some of our favorites, and it's good on the pocketbook as well. Until next time, my sweet friends, I wish you all the very best. God bless. Bye.